Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be reviewing my favorite Montblanc piece, and I've raved on and on about this piece before on this channel, and that is my Montblanc business card holder. So without further ado, let's get started. So this Montblanc card holder is basically a men's piece, or SLG, but I love this card holder so much. It's one of my favorites just because it's so practical, durable, and just basically indestructible. So like I mentioned just before, it is the Montblanc business card holder in sartorial leather. And the reason I make it a point to mention that it is in sartorial leather is just because that is one of the main reasons I adore this SLG so much. So basically sartorial leather is kind of like a treated leather that kind of makes it indestructible. It's the most durable leather I have ever seen in my entire life. Like it doesn't scratch, it doesn't bend, there's no, well, it bends, but it's more of a rigid, like, treated leather, and basically does not get ruined no matter what you do with it. So don't get me wrong, card holders, you kind of tend to overfill them with cards, cash, whatever you name it. You kind of throw them in your bags, pull them out of your bags. So they do tend to get used up and like just worn out very easily. But that's not the case with this one, and I just can't rave on enough about this. So this card holder is kind of the Montblanc's classic. They do have it, this one isn't sartorial leather, but they do have it in a bunch of different other leathers and colors if you do want. I just basically wanted something classic, black, and just durable. So I went with this one. The price of this card holder is, they do sell it for 265 USD on their website. I will leave the link in the description box below for those of you who are interested. And basically, as for the dimensions, it is the perfect size. So men usually get away with keeping this in their pocket. Women's pockets, well, we don't always have pockets, and when we do, they're not that big. You won't fit, they usually won't fit this, but it's a perfect size for a handbag. So it fits in many handbags, even smaller ones. So that's always great. As for the dimensions, I will leave them once again in the description box, but it does measure around 3 by 4 inches. So it's kind of like your perfect card holder size. So as I mentioned, it is all leather. So the outside is leather, the inside is leather as well. The inside of the pockets, I believe you can't really see the inside of the pockets, but you do see like this bigger pocket, you can see that is in kind of like, it is kind of in like a material or jacquard kind of, it's not leather basically, so it's kind of like a material. And you do see, or I will try to show you, it does say Montblanc on the kind of jacquard that lines the pockets. So if we do open it, if we do look at the card holder, the front is just plain. You can see they do have their kind of little Montblanc symbol. And what I did learn is that the ring around the Montblanc kind of emblem is in palladium, so that's always cool. It will not rust, it will not change color. As well, fun fact, I did learn that the little emblems are kind of hand placed by Montblanc artisans onto the SLG or the leather piece, and basically after that with a pressure machine they are kind of like glued onto the SLG or the piece we're talking about. So that's fun. That's a fun fact, and it's kind of cool that they are still hand placed and it's just not a big old pressure machine stamping them all on. So that's the front of the SLG. The back of it is kind of simple. It's all black. You do have a pocket over here. I guess you can add some like extra cash if you want to. Some bills. Coins won't really fit, or not many anyway. If you do open the SLG, you will see, so you have the inside, it says Montblanc embossed into the leather. You will see that you have 2 card slots, but you also have a slot here at the side, as you can see. And on the other side, it's kind of like a pocket with like a division. Or no, that's just the cardboard, never mind. You do have like a bigger pocket, and there is one more card slot at the front. So in all, you have 1, 2, 3 card slots, and you do have kind of like little pockets. So you do kind of fit a lot. I usually just put my most important cards in here. I put some cash in the back pocket, and if I do have any other extra cards, I just kind of fit them in the bigger slot. So, but in that bigger slot are the ones I don't really use as often. The ones I use most often are on the sides just for easy access. So that's what the card holder looks like. Now, as with many other designers and many other Montblanc pieces, this piece can be personalized. So basically they offer, you can kind of choose up to 4 leathers. You can choose dots between the leathers or not. And you have a choice between 3 colors. So they offer it in gold, silver, and blind. Blind just basically means they will emboss the leathers into the SLG or your piece, but without any coloring. As well, you can also choose between the lettering. So they kind of have a more cursive, rounded lettering, or you can go for mine more of like a square, boxy lettering. Montblanc refers to that as grotesque. So you can either have grotesque lettering, or I forgot the name of the more cursive, but you can have a cursive lettering as well. Most of us usually tend to focus on SLGs by either bigger or more popular designers like Chanel or Louis Vuitton or even Dior, but I feel like Montblanc is really underrated. They make great SLGs, they're classic, they're well priced as well, and just basically we should get their name out there more often because they do make great quality, stylish, and just elegant pieces. And don't overlook Montblanc is basically what I'm trying to say, because they do offer great products, and this is just one of them, but I'm sure there are many, many more in their collection. And all their pieces are kind of very classic, and they have been in production for years and years. So don't worry about it getting outdated. It will never be outdated. I mean, how can something like this look outdated? So that's one point. Also, they're great. They have a great quality. So their quality price ratio is unbeatable practically for a luxury good company. Basically, it's the cheapest you will find, but the quality is just as good as the bigger brands out there like Chanel or Dior. I want to mention Louis, but let's not get into their quality. But what I'm saying is they're up there with those big name brands, and their prices are very affordable compared to those brands. So I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Leave all your comments and questions in the comment section below. I'll be sure to answer them, and hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys!